This is an Intex pool pump. Pretty old. It's about 10 years old now. And it is really noisy. It didn't used to sound like this. Shut up. But I'm gonna see if I can take it apart and repair this. This one's gonna be a little more difficult to take apart because I don't have shutoffs on my hoses. So I'm just gonna take off that hose in the front of the pump and put it higher than the pool. This one I won't shut off. I'll just turn it off at this filter and hopefully it doesn't back feed with that closed, when that valve's closed. Otherwise I'll have to just put something to block that. I have in the past put a plug inside here and that'll work too. But one day I'll put shutoffs on this. All right, let me take that apart. All right, I'm making a big mess, but I wanted to show you. There's a little Dixie cup. I'm just gonna fill it up and it fits right in that hole. There, Dixie cup's in there. That stopped. I got this unclosed. That's done. This one should be done. All right, that's just what's in the pump. So I don't have a shut off here, so that Dixie cup worked great. It fits right in that hole down there. So if you don't have a shut off, you can do it with a Dixie cup. Got that unclosed. I know you can't read it, but that used to say closed. That's filter. That's backwash. I don't remember what the other two. Anyways, we got to the pump. So you can see the impeller right there. So let me see. I'm gonna take this front off here. Let me get that disassembled. All right, so I'll unscrew this, drain whatever water's left. Watch, there's a little O-ring right there. And then sometimes these come off, sometimes they don't. See, mine's pretty dirty. It's gross. It's the beginning of the year. This is still greased. Basket, gross. All right, wow. There's sand in there. That's weird. Wonder how that got in there. Sand filter? I don't know what happened. That's probably why this pump's noisy. It's probably got sand in it. All right, this little collar unscrews, and then this comes off. There's a couple O-rings right here. You may want to grease them when you put this back together. But what I'm planning on doing, all right, before I get too crazy, unplug this thing. It does have a GFI on it, but still good to unplug it. Oh, that plug's out of the place. Got my pool heater going. What's the temperature? 104. I know you can't read it because the numbers are looking all funky, but that's after it's going through the heater. It's 104. So the pool is usually about 30 degrees lower, so it's about 74, and I already took the thermometer out of here, but I'm guessing the water's about 74. But just opened it for the year, so it's pretty gross. All right, back to the pump. I'm gonna take off these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. And I'm guessing if I have sand in there, then I have sand in there. So I'm gonna wash that out. All right, I got a screw gun. Now, there is a nut on the other side. I don't know if you guys saw that fall out, but there's just a nut sitting inside here. So be ready to catch those as they fall out. I'm gonna pull this off, but if you're wondering why I had sand in my filter there, it's because I use a vacuum on this, and I'm sure when I'm vacuuming off the bottom and there's sand from people's feet and stuff, it's getting in there, but I guarantee some of it got into here. So I'm gonna pull this apart because once it gets in here, it's probably just sitting in the bottom, and that's the scratching sound I'm hearing. All right, let me take the other screws off put the camera down because I don't want to drop all these nuts. All right, I used the lid here to grab all the nuts, and I only lost 2 of them. Well, there's one's right there. The other one, I don't know where it fell, but I'm hoping it's down there somewhere. Anyways, then, and this kind of just lifts up. I don't know what that funky stuff is. It's like a big piece of rubber, but I don't know if that was causing any problem. But here's the impeller. Oh, that sounds lovely. Okay, that's what it looks like. Wonder why it just... I have a feeling that this is not supposed to look like this, or maybe it is. Why are these not connected? There's one impeller within another impeller. This one, why is it spinning oblong? Or is it just what I'm seeing? This thing is definitely oblong. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this thing on. Hang on. I'm really nervous. I'm gonna turn this thing on, but I don't know what it's gonna do. Super quiet. Okay, so the next test will be, this thing, it doesn't even touch the impeller. Let me turn it on with this thing sitting there. Hopefully this don't fly off in the air. This is just laying there. Yeah, this thing doesn't even touch. So this is just direction. Let me turn this off. This impeller is the slinger. So it's slinging water. These veins go this way. It's slinging the water, and then this is directing it. And I thought this right here lines up with that right there, so it doesn't like spin away. But I cleaned off that black stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna put this back together. I'm gonna set this on top of there. Maybe this is only noisy when it's sitting the other way. Let me try that. No. Oh. Now it's being noisy. Let's see what that is. You guys missed it. I almost got flooded. The little Dixie cup trick, it didn't last very long. The cup like folded and went right through this pipe and started pouring water everywhere, so I just looped it. So anyways, the next step I was gonna do, I was thinking about putting some vegetable oil or something down in there. I'm actually gonna try a little bit of olive oil. I don't know. But this pump is pressed on, so it's not removable, but it's definitely making that noise when it sits upright. So I'm gonna see if I can get some oil down in there. I don't know if that will help, but I'm sure this is sealed. It's gotta be, because if water got in there, it would ruin it. So I'm sure there's a bearing in there, but the reason I'm putting oil is maybe it'll create a barrier, so if it is leaking by, it doesn't mess it up more. I don't know. Let me try it. Okay, I put a little bit of olive oil in here, but I just want to let you know that I did that to see if I could get that O-ring to swell up in there. If the O-ring swells up in there, maybe it will stop this from vibrating. But the other thing is, this little tab right there should be at the 3 o'clock position, and this tab should be at 12 o'clock. So it would go on like this. So that's at 12 o'clock. And then this piece here would sit about here, so that this was pushing against that 3 o'clock. So just to let you know how to put this all back together, I'm gonna clean this out. All right, since I've never done this, I'm gonna reassemble this in stages. And I noticed when I took this apart, this was facing here. I'm going to put it about right there so that it runs into that stop. And then I'm gonna turn this on after I get it put back together, before I put anything else on. And then I lubricated the O-rings a little bit, and there's an O-ring inside here. And just make sure that, let me see if I can get this in here. This is in the up position towards the outlet. Right. So you just hold the screw up, or the nut right here, and while you screw these in, you can put them all in. Just remember to keep this up at 12 o'clock, and then I'm going to turn it on. Still has a weird noise, goofy noise, but if you look inside here, you'll see this isn't moving. I can move it with my fingers. So I'm not really sure what position this is supposed to be in, but if anyone else knows, let me know. This is in the position I had it, but I'm going to see how it sounds once I put water in there. So I'm just going to put this top back on and try. I had to take this back apart because this thing could move up and down, and I actually stacked 2 O-rings on here. These are 1 7/8". Let me see. All right, it was a number 37 O-ring, which is 1 7/8". Sorry, this packaging is all ripped up. Let's see if I put 2 of them on top of one another, just to try and get the spacing. Because I think that was an O-ring that was on here, that black tar stuff, and then this can't move up and down. I'm going to try and reassemble it now and see how it works. This is reassembled now, and this piece inside here now doesn't move. It doesn't move at all. And here's how it sounds. And you can put your fingers in here and nothing happens. So I'm going to see if any of this gap leaks. This is with 2 of those 1 7/8" O-rings. We'll see what happens here. Okay, everything's back together. I got all the hoses hooked up, and then it sounds way quieter. Here's what it sounds like now. So I'll try and put in the video what it sounded like before. We're about to have a big thunderstorm, so I got it done just in time. So those O-rings definitely helped, and I'll have to see how it does tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And I just missed the rain. We just finished that pump about a minute ago, and it's coming down good. All right, well, hopefully this helped someone else, because I had no idea what I was doing.